Queensrÿche, Condition Human. Let's do this.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
So I'm going to try and explain this Queensrÿche debacle a little bit before getting into the meat of this review, because I think it's worth explaining, especially considering the other Queensrÿche released an album shortly before this Queensrÿche album. So back in 2013, the longtime vocalist Jeff Tate was fired from the band for having different creative direction. There was also some other inner struggles going on. But there was a huge problem because there were two Queensrÿches. Jeff Tate made a new Queensrÿche with other people, and then the rest of the band hired Todd Latour as the replacement vocalist for Jeff Tate. But there was no confirmation as to which band was the real Queensrÿche. So both of them released an album in 2013. And both of those albums I didn't really like very much. Because I don't like Jeff Tate's direction, and Operation Mindcrime, which is the name of the new Jeff Tate band, because the rest of the band won. But the new Jeff Tate band is named Operation Mindcrime, and I think that name exemplifies what kind of sound they're going for. They want that kind of sound, whereas the rest of the band is kind of now, especially with Condition Human, vying for that more old school sound. But the thing with the 2013 self-titled album is it was trying to be a bit more symphonic and epic, and I wasn't a huge fan of that. I much prefer the more traditional heavy metal sound, especially from Queensrÿche. And Condition Human does do that. So now there's two bands. There's Operation Mindcrime, which released an album literally a week before this one. And I'm not a huge fan of that one. I'm not reviewing it, but not a huge fan, I'll say that. But Condition Human I really, really like. Frankly, Todd Latour just sounds like a young Jeff Tate from the 90s. And, you know, that might say, oh, maybe he's not standing out, but I think that sound is exactly what the band needs, and I think he recognized that. Because he really does go all out on this album, and I think he's the real star of the show here. But that's not to give the rest of the band any less credit, because they do a fantastic job here. The sound is fantastic. It's just a good listen all the way from front to end. I really love the opener, and I really love the closer, which is called Condition Human, but I love everything in between too, to some degree. It's just a really solid sound. It's nothing, you know, nothing overly exciting, I guess you could say. Would I rather listen to some of the stuff with Jeff Tate from the 90s? Absolutely, but it's a very, very solid record. So thank you all for watching this 3-minute review of the new Queensrÿche album. I'm not reviewing Operation Mindcrime's first album, because that came out a while ago now. I mean, this review's quite late, honestly. So expect a new review sometime soon. I'm going to try my best to get these out more frequently, but no promises, as we've seen. Later. There's a, like, subscrooble stuff too. You can do that, but later.